Right behind me is a Kia Seltos, but together they become Seltai. And today I am going to walk you through everything you need to know from our entry model LX to the trim line above, the EX, then our EX Premium, and finally we're ending off with the Xline, a trim level just below the top trim, Xline Limited. No, we don't have an Xline Limited here to film, but if you check our description, we will have our full in-depth walkthrough linked. Without further ado, let's get into it, starting off with our entry trim level. At the start of the Seltos lineup, we have the LX models. And yes, I said models, because this is the only trim line where you get the choice between front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive for a premium. Now, the front end of our Seltos is completely redesigned, as is the rest of the vehicle, but let's start off here. As far as safety goes, we have a new advancement of standard safety functions, including forward-facing parking sensors and a radar plate right in the very middle for our standard smart cruise control. As far as the Seltos has gone, it's grown in size, it's also grown in standard tech. One thing I really appreciate is we now have LED headlamps, daytime running lights, standard, so there's no upgrade needed there. You're happy with the entry model. For powertrain, just like last year, we have a 2-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder. It utilizes multi-point injection, which is great for the risk of carbon buildup, reduces. And as far as output goes, we have 147 horsepower with 132 pound-feet of torque. This powertrain, again, it's tried and true. I had it in my personal vehicle, my Forte. It's great, gets you to highway speed, no problem. It's not a race car, it's not trying to be. For wheels, we have gone down in size. So we now have a 16-inch alloy, and this is shared between the front-wheel drive and the all-wheel drive variation. For your mirrors, we have standard turn signal indicators and blind spot detection. There's also an enhancement to the sound deadening in the Seltos, so our windshield is now an acoustic laminated windscreen, and we also have in the very center a forward-facing camera for your lane safety, as well as your smart cruise control and your forward collision avoidance. All standard features on this car. Coming along to our side profile, this is the front-wheel drive variation we have here today. Now, the only exterior styling difference between the front-wheel drive and the all-wheel is, as you can see, we do not have roof rails here. The all-wheel drive version will add roof rails. Another difference comes into our cargo area, which, by the way, we got a lot more cargo space than last year. Your exterior styling is also quite unique. You got a beautiful taillight bar expanding all the way across, or technically stopping in the center. Backup camera right above the eye in Kia, and new for this year, standard rear parking sensors. Matter of fact, last year's Seltos didn't have parking sensors on any of the trim lines. Now for space, we have 786 liters of cargo space, and that is not unique to this trim line. It's actually the same on all models. What is different, however, is the front-wheel drive variation will have a tire mobility kit, while the rest of the trim levels will have an actual spare tire. All right, now I can get into more detail about what this is, but you guys will have to watch one of our in-depth Seltos reviews to see that, linked somewhere in our description. We'll close this up and take a quick look at the inside before we move on to the EX and what it upgrades. Now, for this generation Seltos, this is the hottest topic, the door handles. The LX versions are the only models that have a manual style door handle. Now to get in, and I'm gonna make it look complicated just to show you guys, you push on the frontmost part of your handle and pull. Of course, you would never open the door this way, so that's why it looks awkward. Instead, you'd simply push, hop on in just like that. Now, I'm not gonna hop in so you guys can get a look at the cabin. A huge upgrade for this year is in the center display, we now have a 12.3-inch screen. And while screens aren't, the most important part of the vehicle, I will say this tech upgrade has not only become more driver-friendly, but it also gives you things like standard wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, utilizes the full screen, and it is far quicker. You also have things like carrier mode, which will mute or temporarily shut off some of your rear cross traffic and sensors if you do plan on putting a bike or any sort of accessory hitch on the back of your vehicle. Just like last year, we have standard heated seats, but as you can see, the layout has changed dramatically. It looks a little bit more modern, but it's not overwhelming. You still have physical controls for things like your climate, so those are real toggles, not a screen. And it feels like a car, not a spaceship. Your gear stock is still a lever, so it's not a button or a dial. One thing that has changed quite a bit has also been some of your comfort functions. So things like heated seats are now located on the driver and passenger door card instead of somewhere in the center. Other than that, we have a very spacious interior. Of course, it's grown, both in the front row and for your rear passengers. Rear passengers will enjoy a ton of legroom, lots of space, and even as standard in the trim line, we'll have USB-Cs built onto the backs of our front seats. Move one trim line up and you'll see what it upgrades. So let's do exactly that. Let's check out the EX now. Next in the trim walkthrough is our bestseller, the EX. And why this is such a volume trim is because it adds quite a big bang for your buck. You get some increase in styling and comfort. Starting off on the front end, as you can see, our grille, while still vertical and bold, is now with a gloss black finish. And we'll see that gloss black make its way in many points of our exterior styling, and I'll show you guys later, don't worry. Another big change has to do with our wheels. So we have quite the upgrade in size from those 16s that the LX starts with to these new 18-inch alloys with a relatively futuristic design. Like I said, the gloss black makes its way in more elements of our exterior. You can see it in our daylight opening, our mirror caps, and then also for our roof rails. The EX introduces power door handles too, so these are our auto flush handles. When the vehicle is unlocked, they'll be popped out like this, and then when it's in motion or locked, they're completely flush with the vehicle, like what we saw on the LX. Working our way to our rear end, we also have full LED taillights. They're on right now, and as you can see, very bold, striking, and like I said, bold. With LEDs, they last longer than traditional bulbs too, so hopefully you can go a long time without needing any sort of replacement. For our interior, that's where the EX makes its biggest changes. We have a leatherette seating material, two-tone as well, so you got the light gray on the upper seat back, and then the dark gray for your seated portion. These seats are still heated, but in the comfort department, we also now have the upgrade of a heated steering wheel, located on the driver's door right beneath your seat controls. For your climate, it's also now upgraded to a dual zone climate control, meaning the driver and passenger can have their separate climate set and no one fights. There's also the inclusion of a wireless phone charger. When it comes to the cabin, both for the rear passengers and the front, we have the convenience and the style of a power sunroof. Now this has a power cover and it's a panoramic style. Compared to last year's Seltos, this is a huge improvement. Your rear passengers will get their own air vents as well. And like our previous model, you'll also have those USB-Cs in the seat backs. Now next, and I promise you this is a different vehicle, is the EX Premium. And while the outside may look identical to the EX, we have some things that make a big difference in the tech and convenience departments. Now number one has to do with the enhancement of our smart cruise control. Instead of just standard smart cruise, we now have highway driving assist, which means this vehicle, now equipped with navigation, has nav data and can introduce that into your smart cruise control systems. It also incorporates your lane centering. So not only will your vehicle maintain a safe distance from the car ahead of you, but it'll also keep you centered in your lane. It knows if there's any major changes in the highway that you're on, like speed limit changes. Next up has to do with our rear end, more specifically, the tailgate. This trim line, the EX Premium, will be our starting trim to incorporate our smart power liftgate. Now this operates a few different ways. There's the typical press of the button here and it opens, but you can also turn on our smart liftgate feature where you can just walk up to the back end of your car and as long as you have the key, it'll automatically open. So you don't have to kick a sensor. So smart liftgate introduced here. We also have a cargo cover. Working our way to the inside, that's where the EX Premium gets the biggest punch. For your driver's seat, it is now powered and you have both lumbar support, 4 different controls for it, and a relaxation seat, a first for the Seltos. Now with all these seat saves, you may be wondering, wow, that's a lot to keep track of. How am I not going to fight with my other driver? Don't worry, here's your introductory trim line to memory seats. So power seats with memory saves, and they're also cooled up at the front for both driver and passenger. Now that we're inside the cabin, as you can see, we got a little bit of a glow, a purple glow, and that is the ambient lighting. Ambient lighting does start on this trim level, and don't worry, you can adjust it to whatever color you want. You also have our in-house nav system, but don't worry, if you don't like Kia's nav, you still got wireless CarPlay and Android Auto, just like our previous trim lines. For your rear passengers, they also get an enhancement of comforts as you get rear heated seats for your 2 outer seats. So that's the EX Premium, and again, the highlight of this trim level is it gives you all the premium features without jumping you into turbocharged powertrain territory. So as you can imagine, our next car will have a different powertrain and a little bit of a spice. Let's take a look. Last but not least, at least for this video, is the Xline. Now, not only does this trim level introduce our turbocharged powertrain, but it'll also bring our Xline design package. Don't worry, I'll explain what that is. First, let's start off with what's under the hood. Right on our hood, we also have a blacked out Kia emblem. Give it a lift. And we now have a 1.6 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. Now this power plant will produce 190 horsepower with 195 pound-feet of torque, which is quite a nice upgrade from the 2 liter we have in the lesser trims. Now this trim line also has an 8-speed automatic transmission. It's relatively different compared to the IVT we'll find in the lower trims as well. So smooth shifting automatic, nice upgrade. Coming along to our front end styling, as you can see, we still have that gloss black carryover, but when we work our way lower onto our front end, there you'll see even more gloss black. Now that would be your skid plates, your lower grille, everything is finished with gloss black. Love it or hate it. Coming along to our side profile, your wheel arches, again, gloss black. And even then, for our 19-inch alloys, they're gloss black too. I'm probably going to refrain from saying gloss black for the rest of this video, so let me just point at what has changed. But gunmetal finish too. So door scuffs have the gloss black, the gunmetal, and then the gloss black again, almost like an Oreo cookie sandwich. Coming along to the back end, rear bumper, again, gloss, you say it, black. We also have a little bit more of that gunmetal finish along our reflector lamps here. Now, one thing I failed to point out is along our side profile, and that will be your roof line. Now, your floating style roof is thanks to this gunmetal finish right up above our windows that makes its way into our spoiler and wraps all the way around and continues on the other side. Much like what we saw up at the front, the emblems in the rear will also be blacked out, both for Seltos and Kia, while the Xline and Xline Limited will also have their exclusive Xline badging. Now you may be thinking, wow, it's really just a design package. Kind of, at least for this trim line. The Xline Limited, which is one above and we don't have for today's video, does introduce more tech and safety functions. But let's take a look at what else we get for styling upgrades. The interior is a very, very dark finish. Now that, in my opinion, makes the cabin feel a bit more moody, but you still have the carryover of things like the ambient lighting to brighten things up and make it look a bit more fun. The Xline will also have its own debossing in our seats, both for your front and rear seats. Up at the top, our headliner, completely blacked out. And for our one major upgrade in tech, we now have a fully digitized gauge cluster. So this full screen, 12.3 inches in size, projecting your digital speedometer, tachometer, and whatever else you'd like to view. It's also customizable to make it a little bit more personalized to you. Now that's about it for today's Xline. If you want to see the Xline Limited and what it adds, don't worry, we have done a full in-depth walkthrough, but we've also done full in-depth walkthroughs of every single one of these trim lines. So if one catches your eye, make sure you check out our description or just our channel. We film videos like this almost every single day. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.